guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a first opinions, first try of some, well, not that's a lie. First try is a lie. I've tried one thing. The other three things, that's the first try of some e.l.f. products. So these are them here. We have the primer, which I've tried for a while. You'll see what I feel about it next. We have a bronzing palette, an eyeshadow palette, and an eyeliner marker. So yeah, this is kind of, we're going to achieve this look. And if you're if you're interesting, you'll watch this. No. If you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, keep on watching, and yeah, you'll see some interesting snippets, let me tell you. So enjoy, bye. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, and I talked about it in the last video, is this e.l.f. primer. So this is a green primer, and basically what it does is it adjusts the tone of your face. So if you have any redness or anything like that, this bad boy's gonna help. I've been using this for a while now, probably about 2 weeks, if not more, and I'm loving it. It is kind of like more of a silicone based foundation. It is more of a silicone based primer, but I'm loving it, absolutely. I have it underneath the Il Mask foundation now, and it sits really nicely and really well. So the next thing now that I'm actually going to use is this palette here. So this is the Mad for Matte palette. That's better. These are the colorways of it here. So they're all matte shades, all quite neutral shades as well. So I think they're great for like on the go, a quick going to work palette, anything like that. So I swatched one. As you can see, they are quite a creamy consistency. So I am excited to give them a try. As you can see, they swatch quite well as well. So just going in with a fluffy brush, this is an AYU one. I'm just going to go into that first neutral shade. So there is a little bit of fallout on it, but as you guys know me now, I don't mind fallout once the pigment is still there and once it's not excessive, because at the same time I don't want to be losing a lot of product. And I'm just going to set my entire eye. And what setting does, if you don't know, is just prevents your concealer from moving, especially if you've hooded eyes like myself. We always get that nice crease, and this will prevent that. So then going into kind of the first warm shade, which is this one here, I'm just going to pop that into the crease. This particular one has little or no fallout. It was just the lighter colour had a little bit. So I'm just going to swoop that into the crease, and this has good pigment. Like as you can see, it built up the colour straight away. I might even have taken a wee bit too much product. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I definitely took too much product. So we'll just blend it out the best you can, and then move on to, I'm gonna, because I have an eyeliner to try, I'm gonna like kind of wing it out a wee bit and just drag it out. Yeah, I didn't need as much product as I took on the first eye, and the pigment still builds up really nicely. I really like this. So I did get, I was given these products, Adrian Dunn Pharmacy and Ashford gave them to me just to review them and try them out. So just in case, just throw it all out there so you guys know. But it's no way paid or anything like that. So, but even if it was, I think I'd still be brutally honest. But I've always been told I'm one of those people that like you can literally read my face. So if I don't like it, my face drops immediately, and everyone's like, you're such a shit liar. So just put it out there. But yeah, so as you can see, the pigment on that built up really well. I did put a bit too much product on that eye, but it blended out like a dream. Yeah, I was like, Mom, I'll give you this palette. I don't think so. If you're watching, I don't think so. Now I'm going to skip down a few shades. I'm going to go with this one here, which is a kind of darker brown tone. The brush I'm going to use is a Nema, and it's IFA, and I haven't been able to put this brush down since I bought it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to pick up a bit of this product. I'm going to tap it off a wee bit because I don't want crazy amount of product like I done the last time. And I'm going to just pop this on the outer corner. And what I've been loving about this brush is if you actually go in quite flat, so not like this, not like this, really kind of flat to the eye, it literally blends into that transition or previous colour for you. So you literally just have to do the lightest window wiper motions and it does it for you. It is amazing. And I am bringing that colour down a little bit further because I want it to connect with that wing really nicely. I'm just picking up little amounts of product as we go along. I'm going to sweep it into the crease a wee bit, deepening that up, and that is where I'm going to come from this kind of angle up to a slightly more straight on angle if you want, but I'm not going in like this. This is such an easy palette to work with. And then as always, going in with that previous brush and just blending it into that previous colour. Then I'm taking this like super teeny tiny brush. This is a blank canvas E10 and I'm going to go into the darkest shade in it. This colour here. And I'm just going to keep this really close to the lash line. So we're kind of like nearly mimicking a kind of shadow wing out into that outer corner. Before repeating your previous steps, just blending them all together. So that palette doesn't have a shimmer shade in it, so I'm actually going to use the highlighter that I'm going to use to highlight my cheekbones later on. I don't know why I couldn't get that word out, which is just the Revolution Goddess of Love. Oh no, it's all over my pants. The I Love Makeup Goddess of Love, and I get really confused because I don't know whether this is branded by Revolution Makeup or whether Revolution Makeup just sell it and it's its own brand, but I'm pretty sure you get it with Revolution Makeup. I have no idea. And I'm just going to pop that on kind of from the inner corner of the eye onto the lid a wee bit and blend it in. I'm not going to be like super neat. I don't want like a half cut crease. This is just a super quick eye that you can do if you're heading out to work or whatever. You know, you gotta get out that door. So that is kind of the eye at the minute. I'm going to go and do the other eye and then we're going to come back to the wing. But yeah, I'm really liking that palette, and there's a great mirror on it as well, which I'm really liking. Because it's so handy, it literally fits in your bag and then you can do your makeup anywhere. Okay, so I just went and finished off one eye. I put the liner on and I just repeated the steps underneath. So I'll pop some like inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. I just used the highlighter that I used on my lid. Super easy. So the next thing is to pop the eyeliner on this eye. So I've already used it and it is not easy. So this is the liner here. It is a, let's do a flip. That is the liner there. It is a marker style liner. I knew already I was going to have problems with this. I wanted to try it just in case it was different, but I kind of knew already that I was going to have problems with it. When I'm doing liner, I like it to be quite liquidy, like a lot of product on the brush, so you literally just glide and it's done. With markers, I find that there's a lot of trouble getting the product to the tip of the marker, so like it actually being quite liquidy down here. Like you see, if I like press that, well, I pressed that really hard there, so let's do it with a clean finger. Recheck. So if I like press that, nothing comes out on my finger whatsoever. So, but if I was to do that with a liquid, you would. So this is where my problem comes in with markers and eyeliner. Give it a try. Not even guaranteed this is going to be on camera once I get this mirror open. because I'll probably have to get super up close, because I did find it quite difficult getting that wing. I can't get this mirror open. Come on, you bonus spot. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so as always, I'm going to start down here and start to bring that wing out. So as you can probably see, I don't know if you can see, there's like little or no product there. So I'm now just going to swipe it in. And when you start applying pressure on the thicker part of the marker, a little bit of product comes out. But when you're actually trying to do the flick, nothing really happens. Like I myself would lose the head with this, like, and I've gone wrong now, so I'm just even gonna get more frustrated. You literally kind of just want to like so I'm gonna take a deep breath and we're gonna recheck this. Okay, so we now have a blob. As you can see, there's a nice blob there. I don't really know. It now just looks like I have an airplane wing coming out of my eyeball, and it's not getting any better whatsoever. So, I actually think I'm just gonna have to put a really big set of lashes on and cover this up. Me and marker liner. Like, it's grand when you, oh my god, this wig is so bad, I feel like crying. Oh, I don't know what, like how, like, I don't even know how to make this better. Like, if anybody sees me for the rest of the night, I think, like, look at that. Like, what even is that? That literally just looks like something's been attached to the side of my eyeball. So, I think you all know my verdict on this eyeliner marker. I never want to see a marker in my life, ever. My kids won't even be allowed to draw with markers. I'm just gonna actually go and get a liquid liner and see if I can either mess this up even more or make it better. I'll be back. So I went and found my Inglot liquid liner. This, I'm also not a fan of this, but I'm not getting my gel out and Duralying and the whole shenanigans. So we're just gonna go with this bad boy. Pray to the heavens. So we're just going to have a super big wing today. So now this is where the problem happens, is I have a smaller wing on this side, a bigger wing on this side. I'm going to now have to make this wing bigger, and this wing is now going to be messed up when this wing was fairly alright. I'm telling you, sometimes wings just aren't worth it. But compared to that marker, This is a dream. Okay, so we're now ready to fly to space with our wings. No, we're just going to swiftly move on. Actually, I'm going to have to put a little bit of this marker in my waterline because it wasn't very strong, so it kind of gave like nearly a brownish tone, and I wanted to match obviously my other eye of it not being very strong. The next product is this bronzer palette. So we have 4 bronzers in it. 2 are shimmery, these 2 here, and 2 are matte. I like this. I haven't tried it yet, but I like the look of it. It's a nice warm toned palette. I think it could suit every skin tone, and I think it could be great for eyes as well. So let's try it by making me look skinny. I'm using my Buff and Blend BB05, also a brush that since I've bought I have not been able to put down, and I'm going to chisel these cheekbones. So I'm going to go into this shade here. This is the lightest one in it, but check out that mirror. Fabulous. Who doesn't like a nice mirror to go up with themselves, hey? You can definitely tell that liner has just ruined my life. So okay, it's not as pigmented as the shadows, so you can kind of go in and get and pick up like a bit of product, like give it quite a swirl. But other than that, I like it. So I'm just kind of working on building it up, popping it in all the areas that I want to shadow, make my face look less of a pancake. Yes, I do like this actually quite a lot. It's putting me in a better mood after that episode with the eyeliner. I'm going to use the tip of the brush and I'm going to go into this darker one here. And I'm just going to pop that closer to the outside and more of a straight rather than kind of like a circly blendy motion. And this is just going to chisel that contour a wee bit more. So keeping it quite close to the hairline up here. Same on this side. And the same down here. And then we definitely want to like lash it on to get rid of those double chins that I have at the minute. This does have 2 kind of shimmery shades, so how you'd use the shimmery shades is kind of like dip into it and you would brush it right on the top of your bronzer, so it's not quite where you put your highlight on, it's kind of like in between, so it kind of blends the 2 of them together. So you literally just brush it and it will kind of add a little bit of glisten to the face. So yeah, I like this a lot. I do. Step is then to highlight with this one that we've already talked about. I have no idea where it's from, well I do, but they just want to play me in actual fusing, and I'm just going to pop that in all the areas that I want to highlight. So cheekbone, above my brow, and this brow, down my nose. So if you have areas on your nose that you don't want to highlight, don't put highlighter on them. So say you don't like the tip of your nose, don't highlight your tip of your nose. If your nose comes out like quite out and you don't like that, highlight like the bridge of your nose and not the tip of your nose, and it'll kind of balance it out. And then the top of your lip, because I got told apparently when I don't wear makeup, I don't have a top lip. So we're going to highlight that top lip because I do. It's somewhere hidden, very small, but it's there. And now we're like a glowing goddess. Is the final look. I just popped some lashes on and some lippy. So as you know, the drama with the liner, but we put on big lashes, so we'll be fine. We'll survive. So overall, I think I kind of expressed what I felt during the video. I loved the eyeshadow palette. I think it's definitely going to be one now that I'm going to go to for my softer looks, bridal looks, anything like that. It's going to be definitely one in the kit. The bronzer palette, love that as well. I'm going to play around with that a little bit more regarding eye looks with it. The primer, I've loved that for a while now, and I've been saying that on Snapchat, on everything, that I'm really happy with that. So that's definitely, and I've been using it on clients, so that's definitely one I think I'm going to replace. And I'm going to look at the other primers in their collection. So the marker though, unfortunately, that was a huge letdown with me. I just didn't like it. I'm not a fan of markers anyway as is, and this just didn't tick any of the boxes for me, unfortunately. So that's a no-no on my behalf. But yeah, other than that, I was really happy with the collection, and definitely going to try some more bits in it. So thumbs up.